Welcome to day 59 of the Seeker's Guide to Soul Contact. This consists of 365 lessons to bring you closer to soul and spirit. The theme for the day is, I will keep my mind steady in the light. On August 21st, 2017, was the day of the first solar eclipse to pass through the continental United States in almost 100 years. I was fortunate to live near the area of the total blackout. On this day, almost everyone was distracted away from their normal labors. Businesses gave time off, the starting of school was delayed, and many people just took the day off. Our soul or higher self is our inner sun, which gets its life-giving power directly from God. The moon is a symbol of our emotional self. And when distracted, it indeed does eclipse the inner sun, so the seeker cannot bask directly in its light. Just as the eclipse and other events come along and distract us from our essential duties, even so do we get distracted from our inner light, so it seems no more accessible than is the sun during an eclipse. To attain consistent and full soul contact, the seeker must keep his mind steady in the light and not allow emotions, misguided thoughts, or outer events to move his attention away from this inner light. As soon as your focus is taken away from the light, the emotional self begins to eclipse the inner sun. They say freedom demands eternal vigilance. We can extend that thought to the idea that freedom to access the soul also requires the same. Many seek inner contact through meditation, which is commendable, but you cannot meditate in a quiet place all day long. No matter what your protocol, you will find yourself living with noise and distractions in daily living. The seeker must learn to keep focus on the inner light, no matter what is happening on the outside. If someone picks a fight, you keep your focus. If you have an accident, you keep your focus. If you win the lottery, you even keep your focus there. If you fall in love, you really need to keep your focus. No matter what is going on outside yourself, you must not let go of your inner peace within yourself. Sometimes this will require an act of will. Maybe someone strongly intrudes on your space and you find yourself placing undue attention on this person. In this case, you must check yourself to make sure your connection with the soul is intact. Then from this secure state, you can deal with this person as effectively as possible. Keeping centered in the inner light is easier said than done, but it can be accomplished by all once the decision is made. The greatest hurdle is in making that decision because most do not even realize that such a decision is necessary. If a decision is not in the consciousness, then the decision cannot be made and one cannot enjoy the benefits thereof. Here's the assignment for today. First, ask yourself if you have made a commitment to hold your mind steady on the inner light from God. If not, you should set a goal to do so now, for consistent soul contact cannot be established unless you give it sufficient attention. Now, through this coming day, you're going to have distractions. Some of them may seem to need your total attention. Pay attention to these times and mentally stop, if even for a second, and ask yourself if your inner attention is keeping its link to the kingdom of God within. If your day is average, you should have 3 or 4 occasions to practice this. Let this affirmation be in your mind. I will give attention to the inner life, and it shall give attention to me. Focus on that. Keep your mind steady in the light, and we will see you tomorrow.